Welcome to the Abilene Housing Authority briefing presentation. My name is Amy Pugh, and I am the supervisor for the voucher program. At this time, you will need something to write with, along with the packet you received in the mail in front of you while viewing this presentation. Also, everyone in the household that is 18 or over needs to be present to view the presentation and to sign the documents. Okay, let's get started. Why are you here? You are here to determine your eligibility for the voucher program. If you are determined eligible, you will receive a letter in the mail inviting you to a second briefing to receive your voucher. If you are determined ineligible, you will receive a letter stating why you are not eligible and the reason that you're not eligible. You will also be given the opportunity to appeal this decision. So once you have the voucher, you can begin your search for a unit. And once you select a unit, you will turn in your documents. We will review them. We will confirm that the unit is eligible, and we will schedule an inspection. Once your unit passes inspection, we will execute a HAP contract. And once we execute the HAP contract, we will pay a portion of the rent on your behalf. So what now? There are certain documents that need to be completed in order to begin the verification process. We are going to complete this packet together. Please stay with us and do not go on to the next page until asked to do so. Follow all instructions and remember, failure to report information accurately is considered fraud and it will affect your housing once it is discovered. A few more things before we start. Every form requires a signature, even if it does not apply to you. If a form does not apply to you, put NA or not applicable on the top line of the form and sign and date that form. Correctly completing these forms will result in quicker determination of eligibility. And remember, you will be notified by mail if you are not eligible for the program, and you will be given the opportunity to appeal this decision. Lifetime registered sex offenders are prohibited from being on the program per HUD regulation. The first form you will complete is the general information form. You will simply put the date, the head of household, the co-head or the spouse if there is one, and any other family members that will be residing in the household, your current address, and good contact phone numbers. It would be beneficial if you could list more than one phone number in this area, along with your email address, if you have one. The supplement to application for federally assisted housing allows you to indicate any other individual that you would like for us to be able to talk to regarding your case. This could be something like a healthcare provider or a social worker, or just a family member or a friend. If you would like to list someone, just complete the top part of the form, indicate the reason for the contact, and sign and date the form. If you would not like to list anyone on this form, you can simply check the box at the bottom and sign and date the form. The declaration of Section 214 status needs to be completed for every member of the household. You will simply put your name at the top, check the box indicating your citizenship status, sign and date the form. For minors, the head of household will put their name on the top line, check the box indicating their citizenship status, sign and date the form, and then check the box at the bottom indicating they are completing for a minor. Again, remember that everyone in the household needs to have one of these forms completed. And you can get additional forms on our website at www.abileneha.org under the Housing Choice Voucher tab, and then drop down to Resources. The personal declaration form needs to be completed in full, and it needs to be completed in your own handwriting. For the top part, you will indicate everybody in the household that is 18 years of age or older and include the information that it is requesting in each column. For anybody under the age of 18, they need to be listed in the bottom portion and include the information it is requesting in each column. Page 2 of this declaration page is requesting information regarding your total household income. You would list any monetary and non-monetary income received by everyone living in your household. This includes money from wages, self-employment, child support, contributions, Social Security, workman's comp, retirement benefits, TANF, veterans benefits, rental property income, stock dividends, income from bank accounts, alimony, and any other income sources. You would simply list the household member's name that is receiving the income, and then enter in the income in the columns designated. This would include income from minors. For the second portion of the form is a series of yes or no questions. You will answer the questions indicating yes or no and then provide additional information where it is requested. And then you will sign and date the bottom of this form. The authorization for the release of information Privacy Act notice is authorizing the Housing Authority to verify the income information that you have provided. You will simply sign and date this form, and then you will indicate your Social Security number for the head of household. And remember, everyone in the household that is 18 years of age or older needs to sign and date this form. Debts owed to public housing agencies is simply a form letting you know that we do verify whether or not you owe any debts to other public housing agencies. You would simply sign and date this form as well. The authorization to release police records needs to be completed by everyone in the household that is 18 years of age or older. These forms are also available on our website. You would simply enter the data request, your name, your address, and your telephone number, and you would sign and date the form. Also complete the arrest and conviction records section of this form. Leave the bottom part of the form blank. The employment verification form needs to be completed for everyone in the household that is working. You would simply complete the top part of the form and leave the bottom part of the form blank. And remember to sign and date it. The verification of income provided by parent or someone else needs to be completed if someone is assisting you in paying any of your bills, even if you are not receiving the money directly. You would simply fill out the top part of the form, sign and date it, and leave the bottom part of the form blank. The verification of benefits received is for the purpose of verifying if you are receiving TANF or food stamps. Even if you are not receiving these, you still need to complete the top part of the form and sign and date it. Leave the bottom part of the form blank. This is a continuation of the verification of benefits form. Enter the information it is requesting and sign and date this portion as well. The verification of amounts paid for care of children or dependent persons needs to be completed if you're paying for child care. Simply fill out the top of the form, sign and date it, and leave the bottom part of the form blank. Verification of financial data form needs to be completed for any bank account that you have. You would simply fill out the top part of this form, sign and date it, and leave the bottom part blank. Self-employment income verification needs to be completed if you have income from odd jobs or maybe a business that you own. For the top part of the form, complete it, sign and date it. In the middle part, you would provide references. And let's not worry about the bottom part right now. We can get a signature from a notary public later. Verification of student status needs to be completed for anyone in the household that is attending school. You would simply fill out the top part of the form and leave the bottom part of the form blank. The unemployment benefit verification form needs to be completed if you are receiving unemployment benefits. Simply complete the top part of the form, sign it and date it, and leave the bottom part of the form blank. The verification of child support income needs to be completed if you are receiving child support or even if you are not. A separate one will need to be completed for each additional payor that you have. You would simply put the date, enter the recipient, which would be you, your social security number, and the payor would be the person that is supposed to be paying child support, the name of your children, and then you would sign and date it. If you have a different payor, then you would complete a separate form for them as well. Leave the bottom part of this form blank. Congratulations! You have completed the eligibility briefing presentation. If you missed any of the information, you can simply find the slide with the form on it and click the form. Please review your packet to ensure that you have completed all the forms and that they are signed and dated by everyone in the household that is 18 or over. Please return this packet along with copies of the information requested on the list of documents form you received with your packet. If you do not have the ability to make copies, you can simply email the documents to hcvinfo@abileneha.org. We appreciate your time, and you will hear from us soon.